Hello everyone, this is our new video, and today with me my friend video master Vladimir Chernikov.
Ciao.
And today we continue our drama about Christopher Yu, who recently got kind of accused of harassment during one chess tournament. We already had a video about Christopher Yu before. You can find somewhere the link over there where he hit a videographer during one of the tournaments and got suspended for 1 year by US Chess Federation. But US Chess Federation banned him, but other countries were open, which he successfully used. And yeah, what basically happened, we'll try to read an article. Basically, it's already like 1 week ago article, but we are very fast, like some snail, and here we are. By the way, Vladimir, are you surprised that Christopher Yu got?
Who could have thought about it? Who could have thought, you know? But I mean, it's true that in first video I was like, not that in Christopher Yu side, but like the way that information was given was like just quite strange. But I mean, now it's clear that guy has some problem with his brain, as the same as FIDE does, because I'm thinking, you know, they disqualify cheaters for like 2 years or something, but the guy who go and damage people in the tournament, the FIDE itself before didn't do anything. I mean, just the US Federation who disqualified him 1 year, but I think FIDE should have done the same. I mean, why it's, let's say for FIDE it's better than cheating. I don't think it's much better.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, it's like if we will like laugh at any moment of the serious video, it's like we do not take that it's less serious. It's like pretty serious topic, but if we will see it with a sore faces, it will not make the video any more interesting. Yeah. So what happened? FIDE suspended and put Christopher Yu away for playing tournaments for 60 days to figure out details of the deal and what are details of this harassment and stuff like that. I will go through the topic. So right here it says that when he was 70 years old, he got 1 year ban. That's what we said. But what happened recently? The female player who spoke to chess.com on conditions of anonymity described multiple instances of inappropriate and unwelcome contact by Yu. It included following her through hotel premises, attempted unwanted physical contact, and posting an image on social media implying a romantic relationship. But furthermore, I mean, this girl says that she experienced kind of harassment from her coach who tried to touch her when she was 11, which is like really sick, and I wish nobody really experienced something like that. And she realized that like few years after, not the greatest experience, of course. But right now she says she's not traumatized by anything, which is great that he's like so stable and pretty calm. And she says that she reported Christopher because it's quite concerning that at 18 he does things like this, and it's quite dangerous. And I totally agree with this point. Do you, Vladimir?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I don't think is that if he has a medical condition or not, or something wrong happening with him, but definitely something needs to be done.
Yeah, definitely. And again, I guess more than 60-day ban after all the situations, because the guy doesn't learn from his mistakes. First,
we'll see, but we'll see, because it's not that easy. We'll see about what are extra accusations.
So there was a great tournament in Karlsruhe, Germany, Grenke Chess, where Magnus scored 9 out of 9 in the Fischer's chess, and there were different opens, and also there was like main A open as well, where it was normal chess instead of Fischer 960. And after closing ceremony of this Grenke Chess Classic, this girl was in the group with 2 others, probably friends, but then Christopher showed up after being invited by one of her friends. And what happened, really, I will read more or less, maybe we'll, I don't know, leave some notes in the process. We just sat around the table and everything was okay. Christopher started asking for group pictures. He took some of them with his own phone and one with my phone. Then he asked me to send him the pictures. Honestly, I mean, Vladimir
remember the pickup line, guys. Remember this. But yeah,
I mean, it just pretty like weird. Why does this girl give her phone to some
maybe he just
random
wanted to be
person?
nice. Let's say, I would say, like, let's say he said, if he asking, I don't think if she offered it herself, then it's strange. Or maybe this is finally. I mean, Christopher Yu is kind of famous guy. She'll say, like, okay, I'll have photo with
But I
Christopher
mean,
Yu.
yeah, if it was her like idea, then yeah, no questions. But if it was his idea,
But then
then I
also, like,
mean,
why you say no, right? It's kind of
no.
awkward,
But I
right?
mean, it's like
You
you
think
can
in your head it's strange, but you
you
probably say, well, let him be,
I mean, unless you're totally naive, you can understand where this is going if the guy asks
Oh
you
no,
like
yeah, but
your
then
phone.
probably she said that I can block him whenever. That's what will
Yeah,
happen. Spoiler
yeah,
alert. But
yeah, true. But yeah, it's like if I was a girl, I wouldn't give like my phones to strangers, especially the one who hit videographers occasionally here and
it's so
there.
hard to flirt with you, Vladislav. I say.
Yeah, just unbreakable fortress.
I know a lot
Uh,
of people try it, yeah. But okay.
not really, but yeah, thank you for my high esteem. Yeah,
Maybe you want to
she's
share your experience that you suffered as well, or not? Or it's okay.
no.
Okay.
I'm all right. It's like just yeah. Around the house, a million of girls standing, but I chose one. So, yeah. She said use behavior then became more uncomfortable, and he started asking for group hugs and kisses. He was asking to kiss me, but also the others. She noted. How does it sound for you,
It
Vladimir?
sounds very strange, Vladislav. It sounds. I mean, I understand. As I explained, like, I mean, I live in Spain. In Italy, there's the same common things that when like a guy and girl greet each other, woman and men, they kiss like in the cheeks or like kind of a kiss 3 times, like 1, 2, 3. But first of all, he's not Italian or something similar. And normally, okay, you say it when it's like you say goodbye to someone as well. I agree. Or when you greet someone in the middle of the conversations, it's just out of this world. Okay, going away, yes, but and I still can imagine that he said that he wanted to kiss her, like I said, let's say, kind of a greeting. But then offering to kiss other guys, it's strange because you give a hand. I mean, in Italy, in Spain, in Ukraine, or whatsoever, or just say bye. So it just sounds, but as I understood, it's not even like when they're already saying goodbye to each other. Then it's completely strange. It's yeah,
I don't know.
I don't have words.
I would die out of cringe if I was there with all this situation because
So you wouldn't like Christopher Yu to ask you to kiss?
yeah, I guess
Top GM. But okay.
yeah. It's like even despite the fact that he's GM, yeah, not enough. But yeah, it just like I mean, it's weird. If you wanna ask her out, just ask her out. What's your problem, dude? I understand that he's
Yeah.
18, but it looks like it's just some 10-year-old behavior. Like like in the school, I mean, try
Okay, there are
to
some kids
irritate
like
girl.
that. For now, it's not that worse. It's a cringe, but I mean, there are a lot of people there, more than you can expect.
Yeah, it's like I totally understand it, but still, it's like it never fails to deliver, you know.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, it was quite weird and uncomfortable, but I didn't think it was too much at the time. Okay, all right,
Agree.
whatever. The next day, you had shared the group picture on social media, even though one of the others specifically requested him not to. I asked him very kindly to delete the picture, then he took it down, so it wasn't a problem. What can you say, Vladimir, about this?
I'm saying that it's weird to take group photo and then ask someone to not share it unless you're not like hiding something. I mean, again, like I can imagine that this guy, has a girlfriend and like she might be jealous that he's in group with another girl or something like that. But it's just strange still. I mean, because it's a group photo of 4 people. Moreover, it's either since she had just 2 friends in the story, it's either the guy who invited Christopher Yu himself, so it's his friend, or like friend of him invited it, right? So it's just weird to find some other reason, like to ask to not share
Yeah,
something.
it just weird. If you don't wanna be in the photo, say you don't wanna
Yes,
be in
stand
the
up
photo.
or take photo yourself of them, and that's it. Yeah, as simple as that.
Like it's not like some I don't know PDD party,
Yeah.
where group photos can be not that well. So I mean, what's the
Fine,
problem? Yeah. So she said you started suggesting to join him at another party after the event. Although I don't know when was it. Maybe it was like another party after closing ceremony. I have no idea.
Yes, yes.
And it had already started to become weird, so I blocked him. I was with my friends in Sardinia, so I didn't want anything to do with him. All right,
Well,
logical. I mean,
logically, from both sides. I mean, the guy invited, he or she rejected. That's fine.
yeah, Vladimir, like, would you continue your like pickup attempts if somebody blocked you?
No, probably not. It's her miss.
Yeah, probably not, but not for our today's hero. She described another incident the next day at the restaurant dinner at the hotel. Because right now we kind of changed place. It was Germany, right now we in Italy, Sardinia just open, pretty big one. Yeah, great place. And both this girl and Christopher Yu met there again. That's how we like, I mean, more or less narrow down
Yeah.
the list of, I mean, suspected girls who got this terrible experience from you.
Yeah.
He came uninvited to my table and sat next to me, where he started to speak to us. While I was still eating, he came and touched my hand. That's already very
That's
strange.
already, yeah.
I don't even know how to comment it. Like, you're blocked, you come to the girl
Yeah, because
pretending that,
he knows that he's blocked. Maybe he
yeah.
didn't know it. I mean, I could really believe that he said that it's a connection problem. Uh, again in his head, still, because yeah, I think that it can be the case that he didn't think that he's blocked or that phone, some problem and so on. But okay, but if he really knew that he's blocked, that is even another case administration, right? But even though when he knew it, that is even completely crazy. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have words. I mean, there is no way to describe it.
I don't know. Yeah, probably the person who he tried to harass. I mean, too calm, because I guess if she really wanted to let him go, she could like really verbal abuse him for these attempts and
I don't know.
really
I
like,
think this person is not that calm. I think she's just nice. I mean, but I
yeah.
mean, it's annoying for her, right? Obviously, and for sure she didn't want. I mean, him to be there. I can assure. If not, she wouldn't block him, right? But then maybe just she didn't want to make a scene, etc. In public.
On the
Maybe. I
other
mean,
hand, I think this scene would make it like way more understandable for
yeah, for
Christopher.
sure.
Yeah, so
For
like,
sure, but she hoped that it will work. Because I
yeah.
mean, yeah, but that's what you're right. Also, we shouldn't be too kind or too polite.
I don't know.
This
I'm
kind
not
of
the one
situation.
to giving advices, but yeah, it's like from my like, I mean, from the situations I knew, from the stories I heard, this would be the most effective way to deal with it. Because yeah, it's like if the person doesn't understand after that, after you like roughly send him to like very
Yeah.
famous places, then I mean, you can even call the police because I mean, what is that? Another day after she had lunch, this is like I mean, a boiling point, I would say.
Uh-huh.
She had lunch with two of her friends. She said the Grandmaster followed her as she was returning to the room. I guess Grandmaster was Christopher Yu. What a like, yeah, what a revelation. After I shut the door, one of my friends messaged me saying that Christopher was in front of my door. Then I heard that he started knocking. It went quiet for a bit, but then he started knocking the door again, saying, "Housekeeping, housekeeping." And it went on for about 10 minutes. It was too much. This is like a real torture. First of all, who the hell was this friend who like really let this person knock in the door for 10 minutes knowing that like you really not I mean not the person she wants to see, she blocked him, like I
At
mean
least he updated, but obviously he needs to call like hotel personnel or police or hotel personnel at least, like right.
yeah.
But this story is, I mean, it's so crazy. I remember that we did the video. You can take a look at our channel about like IA and so on, like about drone falls. You can check. It's a very good video.
Yeah, video with
And
AI.
yeah, and I shared it with my student, right? That is a friend of mine also. And when I told him story about Christopher Yu, he was asking me if I'm trolling and if it's really generated by AI, because it sounds so yeah, some stories that is created by when you ask artificial intelligence to create you some story, because it's just where you can imagine this, that some guy is like pretending to be, I don't know even if he was really pretending or trolling. I think he was pretending to be cleaning, and Yeah,
Because yeah, it's
probably.
like in Ukraine there are like lots of TV shows that are like super cringe, like I don't know, My Love, We're Killing Our Children, where there is a trash in the family, or like Pregnant in 16 or something like that, which are
Trust me, in
like
Spain,
two.
there are a lot,
Yeah,
for
yeah, and
sure.
they like totally absurd, scripted and stuff like that, and like you like watching it and it can't be true, and then you see like this
Yeah,
housekeeping,
this
housekeeping.
apparently is reality. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I mean that's incredible. I don't know what to say, and like I really have some questions to the friend who saw this happening and didn't do anything.
I mean, it's true
Uh,
that he chat to the girls that like don't open the door, and obviously nothing could happen to her if she doesn't open, right? So yeah, but after it, it's definitely they needed to do something already. Finally, I mean, to contact the hotel persons, the
yeah.
police, whoever, and
By the way, Vladimir, that's like kind of important question, which we like briefly discussed with you together. But how do you think? Would something happen if you open this door?
yeah, that's it. Because we know the case. Like we'll leave the link in description about the previous videos that we made, where he stabbed the woman from the back in the tournament, and people who were there after it incident happened, like after some time, explained in different like podcasts and so on that yeah, it was really like he punched her in the back, and it was very rough and ugly looking thing, and and the guy really following you. It's already something. Crazy. I mean, at first it's okay. He tries to flirt you. He likes the girl, but then when already she rejected and comes time after time after time, it's just yeah, it's too strange. And who knows, knowing the kind of the past of the Christopher Yu, that he's a violent person, etc. Because also that's what I'm saying. He didn't want to try. If he would steal, at least I understand, knock the door and say, "I'm Christopher Yu," let's say, without trying to trick you, right? Then steal. But if he tries to pretend that he's other person, so I mean, he knows. Let's say the door gets open. He knows that any person who is in her situation will get annoyed and pissed that he pretended being a housekeeper. That it will not make a smile on her face or something. So what's next? I mean, I hope that nothing could happen, but who can like really say that like or protect this girl in this situation? I mean, it's something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think something critical could happen, but knowing the situation before, yeah, it's like I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm really glad that the girl didn't open because,
Because yeah, exactly. Because also it's a guy that for sure. I mean, it's clear that it's not just that he's like some shy guy that like he has some clear psychological problems. I mean, it's sure. He needs to be treated. I think that's that's absolutely clear. So when he's not on his own mind, he can't control himself even maybe. So
yeah,
we just cannot happen. It's like an animal that says that something can happen. And you don't know
yeah.
how it will.
I mean, like, clearly he needs some like treatment, some
Yeah,
work with
and some
psychiatrist
long
or
ban
yeah.
actually.
I mean, I wouldn't say like too long, but some things. But yeah, maybe like
No,
I don't
because it's
know.
already second episode on less than half a year.
Yeah, true. But I mean, like a few years, like 2, 3, so that he like could have thought,
Yeah, like
and
to
he
period your
worked
time,
with
more or
like,
less.
I guess like also he needs some, I don't know, like list that he went through some therapy, and
Yeah,
he will
exactly
not
like they
be
do in these
inadequate.
cases. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, the last straw she said was when a cropped group photo was posted on social media. The image was captioned in a way she says falsely suggested they were in a relationship. And this is like, yeah, I don't know, some psychopath already stuff. Like, why do it? When requested to take it down, he responded with derogatory insults. Your small brain can't move the night, and your ugly dark face were among messages sent to her. And I don't know how to comment because this is just disgusting. It's like,
Yes.
I mean, that's, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, if I ever get paired with him, I don't have any like, I don't know, will to shake his hands because I don't know, this person like acts really, really badly, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
The same screenshots also show that you the next day sent several apologies for the incidents. I am really sorry about the knocking for 10 minutes and the following, and that was over the line. Although, I don't know, admitting the mistake doesn't make all the like harassment
Yeah, on the
attempts
previous.
before like less impactful. And yeah, Chesscom also confirmed that several title players said that they saw him trying to touch this girl's hand, put his hand on her shoulder on at least like 2 occasions, maybe it was more, and yeah, it goes on, it goes on. Also, like, father of Christopher Yu said something. We are very disappointed that FIDE has yet to get the complaint itself or any specific allegations to us, though apparently some of the details have already been published in the media. It's sad to see this being litigated in the media and social media, and we ask the public to reserve judgment. This is like very... I mean, I understand that he's like a father tries to protect him.
No, he just needs to shut up. I mean, he doesn't have any other way to do so. I mean, your kid going punching women in the back in previous tournament still, and now, I mean, what do you want to do, right? And first of all, if you know, let's say, maybe he knows something that we don't know. Maybe really, like, he has some psychological problem. So treat him, do something, like, you know.
Yeah,
help
it's like
him,
if he has some problems, like, of course, send him to specialist and like work with him. But like right here, I mean, it reminds me of all this, you know, mother and parents that like no matter what the kid would do, he's like so sweetheart at home, he's so amazing, and then he's like doing absolute trash in school, like, I don't know, and stuff like that.
Exactly, that's what.
So yeah, it's like, how do you think, Vladimir, will there be any like measures applied against him?
That's the disappointment thing, the disappointment part that I wanted to discuss and start. They waited it until then because here it's more appropriate. That I don't think that it's possible to do against him, because what he actually did, right? Knocking the door, it's not something that you can punish somehow by in terms of law. I mean, there needs to be something official. You cannot just say that like he was asking her to go out. Yes, he touched
but I
her.
mean, yeah, he was touching her, he was following her, he continued doing it after he was banned.
I mean, obviously, like, I mean, he followed her, but I mean, let's say if you go outside, there's no like police, you know, this order of like not going closer. She didn't really like. If I understand if he breaks the door, you know, until.
But okay, what about the messages to her, which is like, yeah.
Okay, you trash talk. Like, let's say if I chat you in MI, let's say I trash talk you. Can I mean, obviously it's terrible thing, it's shit. But is it really punishable in terms of like laws or something? How you?
I don't know. It's like FIDE does it with a snap of fingers. New rules, let's invent.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, if I would be like, if I think that what it's deserved, more or less, I will agree more or less what you are saying. 2-3 years ban, 5 is too much, 1 is too little, more it's reincident. Yeah, 2-3 years ban here. Rarely we agree with Vladislav, but here, yeah, 2-3 years ban and some certificates that he went to the doctor.
Because if he like says 60 like days they expire, and then they let him play, saying that okay, nothing scary happened, he apologized and something like that, that would be like typical FIDE. So I do not expect much.
He also apologized to the woman that he punched in the back. Then he published the message that he apologizes, that it was appropriate, and that he's best friend with Karan and so on. But you know. But nothing changes, we see. So
because I think if there will not be like any like repercussions, any like bans or anything like that, he will just keep on doing what he's doing.
That's, I mean, or maybe not. But the thing is, it's a typical the same. Maybe let's say Shevchenko, he got caught and he would never continue cheating. But still, he did something, so he needs to be punished. The same as here. I mean, even because I'm the person who, even first, like when it was proved that he really punched the woman in the back, he already needs to be banned by FIDE, I think. Since then, and if they did their work well, this incident wouldn't even happen in Sardinia because he wouldn't be there at all, first of all. But for some reason, they decided, okay, if you are cheating, yes, kind of, you try to gain extra money or so on, and it's a bad reputation for chess, and you got banned for 2-3 years. I even was asking 5 years for Shevchenko, I remember, or more. But when you punch someone, you know, or you follow someone and pursue, then not 2 months, you know, what is it? Like,
but okay, let's wrap it up. Actually, I forgot to mention one of the funny things I saw. One of the chess.com players has been in touch with, said, I saw the pressure you was putting on her, like touching without her consent and going in front of her room. He said, at some point we were having a drink at the bar and you came to sit. We explained to him that we didn't want him to be with us due to his behavior. Then he refused to leave. And then he asked, are you racist? This one cracked me up. I don't know why. Because like no matter what like shit you do, you can always refer to like racist.
Yeah, people are racist. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if you liked this video, please check out our other videos, comment down below, support the video, like the video. We're trying to do it on the permanent basis, more or less. There are different videos on our channel, entertaining, historical, educational. You can check them out. And this is basically it. See you next episodes, and bye.